Hey guys, this is video 11 and this video is all about billiard training again. I'm gonna talk about 4 of my favorite training games that I love to include in my practice sessions. When you think about training, you either think about playing matches or playing drills. I think training games are right in between. They're kind of like drills, but a bit more match-like, okay? So, and also important to know is these games are not created by myself, of course. I got these games from trainers or I read about these games in billiard training books, okay? The first one is very, very popular. I think a lot of you will know this one, and it is called rotation. So rotation is the first game, and rotation is basically a large 9-ball. So you got 15 balls and you try to run out the table in numerical order. So from 1 to 15, you start the game with a normal break shot, just like an 8-ball. And then you can either choose to start from where the cue ball has stopped, or you take ball in hand. To be honest, when it comes to rotation, I like to start with ball in hand because rotation is tough enough. And then you start with the 1 ball, and like I said before, you try to run out the table in numerical order. Game number 2 is called Cribbage, and I found this game in Ralph Eckert's billiard training book. I really love this game, and there are 2 ways to play this game. The first one is you play it by colors, okay? So once again, you have 15 balls, you break just like an 8-ball, and then you have to play by colors. So you start in numerical order with the 1 ball. The 1 ball is yellow. So you make the 1 ball, and because the 1 ball is yellow, you then have to play the 9 ball, because it's yellow as well, okay? Once you have done this, you have to play the 2 ball. The 2 ball is blue, so the next one would be the 10 ball, okay? If you have done this also, you then have the 3 ball, which is red. So, and then after the 3 ball, you would have to play the 11. So I think you understand the concept, and you do this until you reach the last ball, which is the 8 ball. The other way to play the game Cribbage is by score. So you always have to make 2 balls in a row, and they have to add up to the number 15, okay? So you once again start with an 8-ball break shot. You then choose to either play from where the cue ball has stopped, or you take ball in hand. And then again, you start with the 1 ball. So the 1 ball is of course 1. In order to come to a scoring point of 15, you gotta then play the 14. So 1 and 14 makes 15, correct, start. Then the 2 ball is 2, so then you need ball 13, 2 and 13, 15. So I think you understand the concept here. So game number three. This is a game I got from my brother Alvin. I don't know if there's a name for it, a correct name for this game, but I just call it touch ball. Okay, let's call it that. Very simple game. Once again, you have 15 balls. You break just like in 8-ball, and then there is no numerical order. You make a ball, and then and the cue ball then has to touch another ball. Okay, so you make a ball, cue ball has to touch another ball. That's correct. Then you move on to the next one, and you do this until you finish the whole rack, until you reach, of course, the last ball. Game number 4 is a game that I got from trainer Johan Rüssing, and I can't remember what he called this game. I just call it now half-half. You can see I'm very creative. And once again, we have 15 balls. Once again, we break just like an 8-ball. And now you have to imagine that you split the table into 2 halves, okay? This will be your line. So you got half A and half B. And the idea now is that if your cue ball is in half A, you have to make a ball from half B, okay? If your cue ball then is in half B, you then have to make a ball from half A, okay? So you keep going back and forth. If you have a ball that's exactly on the line, just like my 9-ball here, just on the line between half A and half B, you can choose either side, okay? If your cue ball also ends up right in between half A and half B, you can also choose the sides. When you break, you will probably realize that there are more balls maybe in one half than in the other, okay? And in order to make this work is, let's say your cue ball is in half A and you have much more balls in half B. So then you make a ball from half B and you come back with your cue ball into half A and then do this all over again. When you play this game, you will also see that sometimes you have tough balls. For example, when they're very close to the short rail and your cue ball is here, that these balls are almost impossible. So then of course you have to move these balls, you have to make a ball and kick them away. Alright guys, this is it for video 11. I hope you liked it, and I hope I gave you some cool ideas for your next training session. I really like these games. I really include them a lot in my training. They're a lot of fun, and I'm sure they will bring your game to the next level. There are many varieties out there of these games, so talk to trainers or check out some training books for billiards and you will find a lot more games. I'm a big fan, so yeah, I hope you learned something and I think of something cool for my next video. Until then guys, practice a lot, stay tuned, be safe, and I talk to you soon.